Thanks for what you do with your podcast and all the rest. You're doing a great job. Hope everybody keeps tuning in. You get a lot of good info, a lot of insights, understandings of how to get strong, how to stay strong, how to use your strength.
You do a great job, dude. You make things better than they are in real life, I think.
If you don't follow Massenomics, y'all do it. Social media, website, everything.
Massenomics.
What's up, everyone? Episode 527 of the Massenomics podcast, the lifting podcast. About nothing, or at least not much. Recorded live from the corners of the Dakotas. My name is Tanner, and I'm wearing a Gym Radar t-shirt.
My name is Tommy, and I'm also wearing a Gym Radar t-shirt. Man, what are the... This is the first time I've worn it since the day I had to take photos of it. I thought there's no way Tanner will have this on tonight.
Jose. I know, Jose, you're listening.
Is this 2 weeks in a row?
I know you'll comment.
Can we get some numbers on 2 weeks in a row, too?
Yeah, what is the probability? He followed up with some probability of us wearing the same shirt but different blanks. Yeah. What's the probability of us wearing the same but different t-shirt 2 weeks in a row? Same, we match, but it's a whole different match 2 weeks in a row. Not the same shirt. Mm-hmm. Not like neither of us changed for 7 days.
Or did we? Or did we not?
Sometimes I might not. Sometimes my after-work house shirt might last 6 days. 7 days stretches it for me on my after-work house shirt.
When you add up the collective hours, it's not that much,
It's like a day's worth of wear stretched out over a week. It's not that bad.
Plus, it gets to air out, so that knocks at least an hour off the wear time, too.
And we're just talking shirts here. Don't even get me started on pants. Mm-hmm. Pants don't need to be washed near as frequently as shirts.
Just sitting in your ass in them all day. Come on.
Lower body garments last considerably longer without washing them. This week's episode, speaking of lower body garments, let's go all the way to the bottom, to the floor, to the barefoot.store floor, where you can check out your barefoot shoes. They've got minimal design. Yeah, not bad. Couple that, though, with maximum performance. Then you've got something. Like the Ursus, for example, one of my personal favorites is the ultimate training shoe. I wear it when I lift. Have been for, I don't know, 6 years. I'm actually not sure how old my training shoes are that I've been wearing for. It can't have been that long, has it? How long has it?
Damn, I don't know. Now you say it, I've had mine a long time, too.
5 years for sure, at least, I would think.
I've had my low tops, I think, 2
years
this summer. 3 years? I think 2 years.
Yeah. So any barefoot shoe features the wide toe box, the zero drop platform, and the flexible construction designed to support natural movement and stronger feet. When you go to barefoot.store, do us a favor, do yourself a favor, use discount code Massenomics. It'll save 10% for any pair of shoes that you get from them. Thanks, Barefoot.
This episode is also brought to you by Juggernaut AI. Juggernaut AI is the smartest program for you. Since 2009, Juggernaut has been your trusted training resource, helping tens of thousands of athletes reach their goals. From beginners to world champions, Juggernaut AI can help you. Here's how it works. You download the app onto your little cellular device. From there, you tell the phone or tell the app all about yourself and your goals. It's going to create an individualized program made specifically for you, and it's going to make adjustments every step of the way. You're going to check in before training, during training, after training, at the end of the week, and all those things are going to add up to give you a little readiness score so the app knows what to throw at you. On the days you're feeling good, it's going to give you a little extra. The days you're not feeling up to it, it's going to back it down a little bit so you can get recovered and perform your best. I've been running Juggernaut AI for many years now. Used it to get me to some all-time PRs. I'm currently using it right now. It's keeping training fun. I'm on a good training path. I highly recommend it. Go to juggernautai.app. That is their website, juggernautai.app. Use code Massenomics and you can save 10% on the lifetime of your membership. juggernautai.app. Thank you, Juggernaut.
That's right. Thank you, Juggernaut, indeed. I couldn't have said it better myself, which is good. That's why you said it. Makes a lot of sense if you don't think about it. Mm-hmm. Oh, are we going to have a guest on this week?
Apparently. That's what I'm told.
It's not just any week that we have a guest on, but this is one of those weeks. We're going to welcome back Big Grant from the Strength Co. and the OK Podcast. Before we get to that, we have several, I repeat, several important announcements in the world of Massenomics. For those listeners that this is your first episode and you get very mad about Massenomics announcements, I would tell you to skip ahead. Maybe just don't even listen to this podcast at all. Just shut it off now and don't comment that you don't want to hear our announcements.
You know, at the end of the day, isn't it
away.
all just kind of announcements?
Always has been.
Exactly.
Always has been. First announcement. Let's talk about it right away. The crew gift, the upcoming crew gift. Everyone, if you're driving, stop your car, pull over to the side of the road.
This is your warning.
Whatever you're doing, if your kids are in the back, just tell them to zip their lips for a minute or two. There's something important. If you're lifting while doing this, stop mid-set and quit lifting the podcast while you're lifting, you psychopaths. The line in the sand, the official line has been drawn. The line in the sand is going to be May 20th. I think we're saying May 20th.
20th.
The 20th of May.
Are you trying to say 5th?
The 20th of May is the official line in the sand. So if you're not a supporting member prior to the 20th of May, you will not get this mailer. You will not get this gift. They're here. I have them. They're actually right behind me on the floor. Don't try to zoom in. You can't see it. Part of it's here. Actually, we're waiting on a couple other pieces, but most of it is relatively here. We're real comfortable about that line in the sand date. So if you're an existing supporting member and your address has changed, make sure to let us know what that is. And if you're listening to this and you're not a supporting member, why?
What are you doing?
What? Just get on there.
Don't you want us to succeed?
Yeah, you'll maybe get like one more warning about this coming up. But I would say supporting membership is the number one thing that helps Massenomics keep going. So we would greatly appreciate it. And it's perfect timing because you get this cool gift right off the bat of joining. So that is the special crew gift. I feel like there was, I know what I wanted to mention. The Lift Hard, Live Easy 4 online virtual meet is at, I think as we speak, 102 people have signed up. So we did cross the threshold. There will be a grand prize winner that gets $250 Massenomics gift card along with a Hall of Fame check mark for a contest win.
I really thought that the 100 seemed lofty, Tanner. I really thought that number seemed big, but here we are. A week later, 100 people.
We have passed it. So if you're a supporting member, you're going to want to get signed up for that because the random winner will get a contest win out of that. We'd love to have you join up for it regardless of that. You know, you get a t-shirt, the Lift Hard, Live Easy t-shirt, you get a magnet. You get to compete in the online competition, the squat, bench, deadlift. You get your results posted on the website. The roster is posted on the website now. If you go, you'll see, I won't have to tell you exactly how to get there. You'll find it. Go to massenomics.com. You can see the roster. You can see everyone that signed up now. Those are the two biggest announcements I wanted to get to. Is there anything else announcement-wise?
That's probably the most time-sensitive items.
Okay. All right. So what do we want to talk about besides announcements then before we do a guest?
Boy. There's a lot of good things here.
Let's not talk about any of the good things.
All right. Let's just fill time for 15 minutes. Okay. I got a question for you. This goes back into this is in the same vein as the counting. You know, once you asked how counting works, we learned that there's just some straight up psychotic ways that people count to 10, either in sets of 2, sets of 5, 10 sets of 1. We've just learned all types of
reverse.
Yeah. I just things that I actually had no clue that people are just living regular lives and doing this stuff in the gym. Just blew my mind. I don't think this is as crazy as that, but I got a question for you. when you're doing dumbbell work, you know, you have a dumbbell in each hand. Let's say 2 dumbbells. You know, you're not using a single dumbbell. You're using the old classic is curls. You're doing dumbbell curls.
Yeah.
What are you curling with dumbbells these days, Tanner? How much?
45s.
So 45 in each hand or 45 total?
I call it 40. I record it as 45. 45 in each hand, 50 in each hand. I don't call that 100 pounds.
Okay.
I call that 50.
Okay.
I record that as 50.
Do you think that's how most people do it?
I don't.
Because
I think so.
When you do barbells, you're talking the collective weight total, you know?
For sure.
Because if you're loading up a barbell, you know, you're going to say it's 50 or, you know, you're going to say it's 100 pounds if you have.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That much weight collectively.
But does it matter if you're doing, say it's curls with a dumbbell? Mm-hmm. Does it matter if you're doing alternating?
That's
or
also another point.
simultaneous?
I think some people might treat that different too.
Because if you're doing it simultaneous, it makes a stronger case for marking the entire weight. If you're doing it alternating, you're really only lifting 50 pounds at a time.
And here's another thing that also makes me question what the right move is Juggernaut and a lot of apps will count your cumulative weight lifted.
Yeah.
So if you put 45 pounds in there, is that if you're really tracking the amount of weight you lifted, is that correct to put 45 pounds down?
Just thinking again, if it's an alternating dumbbell curl.
Well, even if you put dumbbell curls in, let's just say you have dumbbell curls and you put down 45 pounds. Does the app think that you've...
Well, it also depends if you're doing alternating dumbbell curls and you do 10. So if someone's saying 10, does that mean you're doing 20 or 10?
Well,
you know,
yeah,
like,
kind of. Because... Okay, when I say alternating, I still assume each arm has to do that. If you say 10 reps of alternating, I still assume
but
each
some
arm
people
has
might
to do
be putting that in Juggernaut as 20 reps.
Nah, that's cheating. That's not how that goes.
Alternating is really the ultimate confusion point there, because if you're doing them at the same time, it seems way more cut and dry all around. That being said, even if I'm doing them at the same time, I would still count it as 50s. I would put 50.
Yeah.
Even if I was doing not alternating, because I actually get that I've considered the whole exact thing before with like the Juggernaut a cumulative volume, but I can't bring myself not, if I'm doing 250 pounders, not to call that 50. Like, I'm not going to call that 100
pounds
because I think that's insane, even though it makes more sense. Yeah, I just think it's actually insane.
You know,
to do
everything
that.
else you do, you kind of count the cumulative load of the exercise, you know, like, with that being said, I do the exact same thing. I put the single arm weight is. That is how I also treat it.
But it is wrong in the, depending on how you do it, it's likely wrong in terms of total volume.
Total load lifted would be off. Like, I don't think it's correctly tracking that. I don't think.
Or if it was seated overhead dumbbell shoulder press.
Yeah.
I do the weight that the dumbbell is, not added them.
So if
I'm doing 100s, I'm not going to call it a 200.
Yeah. Okay. 100.
Yeah. Or, yeah, I do incline dumbbell press on Juggernaut a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I call that 100. I mean, it's confusing to me if I'm not doing the number that's on the dumbbell. I guess.
Right.
But it is wrong.
Not both of them added together.
Right. But that is wrong. Right?
I don't know. That's what I'm asking. I do it the same way as you, which makes me think that we are correct and everyone else is wrong. That might say otherwise, but yeah, I don't know. We come from the same training vein, you know, Massenomics gym. Maybe that's just a regional
That's true. Thing. Yeah, we're from the same tree.
Same training tree.
I actually, like, that's one of those cases where I totally would get the logic of doing it the other way, and I will absolutely never do it that way because that would be crazy.
It would be, yes.
Okay. Well, we got that settled. Let us know in the YouTube comments How do you refer to those?
Yeah. Okay. Here's another good one though. Like split squats with dumbbells. Well, okay. This is a good one actually. Split squats with dumbbells. Where this breaks it is because for a long time, you know, when I was in more of my sitting on my ass days and not trying to work so hard, I just grab one dumbbell. You know, maybe 150-pound dumbbell. But now that I'm like trying much harder, I might grab 2 50-pound dumbbells. I still write down 50 pounds though.
Where were you holding the one dumbbell?
Just on my opposite hand of the leg that's back.
I've never done that before.
Oh, really? You've always grabbed 2?
Yeah, I've always grabbed 2. I would just grab 2 lighter ones. You know, like I would grab, if I was doing lighter, I would have grabbed like 2. I've grabbed 2 little ones before.
Yeah,
when I didn't.
I used to think I was grabbing kind of a heavier one to offset it, but then when I had a real talk with myself, I'm like, oh no, this isn't. We got to go. So I just doubled it immediately. But as far as Juggernaut's concerned, I'm still doing the same weight there.
Right. It doesn't really matter.
It doesn't. It's all. Now I know, though. I know is what matters.
Right. I also, because in my mind, it's so right if you're doing those split squat to hold one dumbbell in each hand. But I'm wondering actually for the effectiveness of the lift, does that matter?
I'm telling you, man, it felt like I got about twice as hard once I started grabbing 2 of them.
No, but I mean like, because you were doubling the weight.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Oh,
no, but I'm saying
instead of grabbing 250s, I just grab 100 and
that gets an extreme example, I guess.
It gets to be hard in a hurry.
Because grabbing 100 on one side is going to be a core exercise.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
point.
you got to go with the doubles. Like once you get past.
Yeah, because the doubles feels like the right thing to me. But I suppose if it's light enough, then it doesn't matter.
Because I just always thought grabbing 220s. I'm like, well, that just seems like, why do I need 2 hands to hold it? I can just grab a 40,
right.
You know?
Right. Yeah. I think 220s is probably more optimal. I want to stress, I don't think it even matters. But if you were to make me choose, if you were to make me choose, I think the separate dumbbells, in my mind, it seems more optimal. I even struggle with, like right now, I do, say, single leg hack squat. I do it for my knee. Like I do a lot of single leg hack squat, and I don't need very much weight at all.
Yeah,
on my
doubling the felt load. You know,
doubling the felt load. On my more recently repaired knee. It's still behind, and I don't need very much load at all. It's very much easier for me to just load weight on one side of the weight horn of the hack squat machine.
Yeah.
I don't think it matters, but in my mind, I don't like that.
Yeah, you're all out of balance there. Everything's off.
Right. But like if you took it to extreme,
binding, then your knees
well,
are
if you
start
put
binding.
10 plates on one side and 0 on the other, you know that's going to be weird.
Yeah, it doesn't.
But
seem
why
right.
isn't it a little weird just to do like 1 plate on one side and not
probably
on the other?
just the mass of the machine, overcomes a certain amount of that. But
right.
It probably depends, though. Does the machine have aluminum pulleys or nylon pulleys, though?
Oh,
something to consider.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
And like,
so you weren't thinking about that.
Right. And what's the range of motion in the stretch position also?
Yep. And don't even get us started on the felt load here.
Well, how does it relate to the strength curve? Are we talking like, is this a 45-degree hack squat or a 30-degree hack squat too?
And also, when you start loading those plates on, are those calibrated plates, or are these just like the shitty ones that aren't any?
Right.
Could be off.
So
by
it doesn't really
50,
weigh 45 pounds to begin with. It weighs 39.
Yep.
And then the plate on the other side weighs 46, so the whole thing's screwed to begin with.
Yeah, that actually, the more you're talking, that's just a dangerous exercise. I actually don't even think you should be doing that down there.
Yeah, I'm going back to the leg extension leg curl.
There you go. Take a few more variables out of it.
If I can't sit on my ass, I'm going to pass. Hard pass.
It's the saying for a reason.
It is the saying.
People aren't just saying that for no reason.
It's a saying for very good reason. Let's do one quick sack segment. I've actually got something for you over here too. Oh my God, this is heavy. I didn't know I was going to be hoisting, heaving, and hefting over here. I've got something, one for me and one for you. Ooh. Anyone playing along at home know what this is yet? By just seeing the cover of the box? Tommy knows what it is already.
How do you say that? Is it Kuros?
Yes. As if I know.
There's a line over the O, so I don't even know if any of the letters are said the regular way now.
Yeah. And if you didn't know what's going to be in the rest of the box, let me show you here. It's weighted utensil set. Knife, fork, spoon. No spork.
Well, it's
as
knurled.
is not
It's
a
knurled and
traditional
weighted.
item.
So it's got a knurled shaft.
Knurled and weighted. I don't know if that'll come across the bottom of it. You know, even looks like a weight plate. And this one says fork bell, and it's 1/2 kilo. This extremely sharp knife, steak knife, is knife bell. And if I'm a betting man, yep, spoon bell.
Oh, I really thought it was going to be scooper bell. Man, I was wrong.
This is an enormous spoon, even outside of the weighted handle, and like
could really do some
you-
damage with that thing.
Couldn't even fit that thing in if I tried. Yeah. So where'd these come from, Tommy? I think you know.
Big Steve.
Yeah, Big Steve. When we toured his gym, he gave us this as a parting gift, and I wasn't even thinking about it. Tommy goes, "You know what? I don't know if we can take this on the plane." And I'm like, "Oh, that brings up a fair point.
When I
You
say
mean this
don't know,
giant,
I'm
heavy, razor sharp knife?"
99.999% sure that's not going on the plane.
And I was like, yes, you may be onto something there." As I show for those not just listening,
I can see my
see.
reflection just on the screen even. It's really shiny.
It's also very, very sharp. So he was actually, Big Steve was even nice enough to mail them to us.
Oh.
So I've got your set here as well.
Can I do something? I just want to do this because, all right, people, here's a little, give me 2 minutes here, Tanner. Here's a little inside baseball. These Gym Radar guys launched this website called Gym Radar, and no less than 30 people since we launched the website have told us they had that exact same idea. And then they pitch us
Gym Radar.
They pitch us the idea, and their idea is they had a website that was gonna talk about gym equipment, which is not what Gym Radar is at all. But like,
Everyone had the exact idea.
Everyone had the exact idea, and almost none of them have anything to do with Gym Radar at all. And actually, I would encourage a lot of those people that had the idea to make it, because it has nothing to do with Gym Radar. So if you have the idea, still do it. So we got that. I mean, we still get that weekly of people like, "Oh, I had that exact same idea too." For whatever reason, these people didn't do it. Maybe they all thought it was a bad idea and we were the only ones dumb enough to do it, but no one did it. We did it, or the Gym Radar guys did it. I will say though that Tanner, in our to-do list about 2 years ago, we did write down knurled and weighted cutlery, and we never did it.
Well, not only did we write it down, we actually pursued it a little bit with the manufacturer.
We did even talk to a
working on it.
manufacturer. You're right. We did go a little farther with it.
We just kind of killed it because we had
other stuff.
too many other better stuff going on, honestly.
Actually, that's kind of the story of Massenomics. We didn't pursue that because we had too many other things going on.
So we need to call these people that actually came out with it and say, we had that idea.
Yeah, I'm going to send them a screenshot of our to-do app dated 2024 and be like, just so you know, I don't want anything. I just want you to know we had that idea. And they'll go, okay.
But Buzz said he had the similar idea, but it's called Gym Radar, JIM, and he just used it to find other dudes named Jim. We did have that idea, but what's funny is having an idea is very easy.
Dude, I could just, if you say, come up with some ideas for the fitness industry right now, I could just throw out 50 this instant.
Having an idea is not an unimportant part, but possibly the easiest part.
It's like the step one out of like 10,000.
Yes. Yes. So for us, we joked with we even had to tell Steve, it's like, well, I feel like an idiot saying this because I know what it sounds like when people say that, because people say it to us, and every time I'm like, I know you
in the last
had
3
the
months.
idea. The idea is so easy. I get having an idea, but I'm like, we did have this idea. But what separates them from us is they did it. They made a really cool product. They're not paying. Steve just gave us a gift. We don't
even know how to say the company name. So
yeah. So I don't need to.
Here's an idea.
Too much process.
You got a company name that's easier to pronounce.
Here's what I'd say. We had that idea. They did it really, really, really well. So props to them.
They did. Actually, I
that.
saw it. I'm like, I actually don't know if the best version of this in my mind looked like this.
No, my mental picture of it was also not as
like,
polished and like
kind of like
awesome
some
as these
fork
are.
prongs welded to a barbell shaft. Like, that's cool, I guess. They tried. That was like my vision for it.
Yeah, they did a really good job. Keith, that's with Steve. We're talking about Road Crusher, Steve. Mm-hmm. You'll see the gym tour soon enough. Okay. We should we do supporting our supporting members?
Yeah.
Relatively new segment here to the Massenomics podcast. It's just the 27th time that we've done this segment in season 2 of the podcast. So relatively new. It's a little segment where we like to give back to those that support us. You know, we got all these supporting members that they contribute to Massenomics financially and a number of ways, honestly. Financially is just one of the many ways that supporting members help us out with what we're doing. And we like to reciprocate that a little bit. So this week we've got Big Andy. He competed in a base-wide field test, and he did a max volume deadlift event where he deadlifted 331 pounds for 30 reps in a minute to win the event. Whew. It's a lot of reps. I call that cardio. Get it? Like it's a lot of reps of doing something. It's cardio. It's not lifting weights at that point. That's like doing cardio.
Mm-hmm.
Get it?
I get it. That's good. Yeah,
you do like more than 5 reps. You know what I call that?
Cardio.
Hilarious joke I just came up with. You probably never heard it before. I want to know the first person that came up with that joke. It was probably so funny.
Oh God!
Like,
just a real
and everyone was like, "Oh, yeah," because we're lifters. Mm-hmm. We don't really do cardio. Our cardio is just lifting it more times. That's our cardio. Oh, you did it for 10? That's like cardio. Big Dodzilla and Big Bear Shark competed together in Arm Lifting USA Super Series 1. Don't know if results are posted on that. I'm not familiar completely with the results, but
they might be still tabulating them.
I think they're still, they're using an abacus. Big Sam Bob and Big Kidney had this presumably could be the first non-North American crew meetup in Massenomics history. They met up in Birmingham, and I don't mean Alabama. I mean wherever Birmingham is in Europe.
In whatever combination of England, Great Britain, whatever.
Yes.
However you slice it.
Big Sam Bob and Big Kidney, the first international crew meetup. First non-North American crew meetup. Maybe we'll say that, non-North American. Big Hogan bought his first home. Woo. Congrats on the 30 years of debt. I don't know. I don't have anything good to say on funeral. Doesn't make sense there.
Negative thing can I say about buying a home? Have fun paying interest for 30 years.
Yeah. Talk about being a slave to the man.
Have fun putting roots down someplace. Being part of a community and having neighbors.
But actually buying a house is cool, so congrats.
Yeah.
And Big Pablo was this week's guest on the Unpaid and Underrated podcast. You can go give that a listen. Check out Pablo on Unpaid and Underrated. They have a new episode every week where they interview not necessarily new, they interview someone they haven't interviewed before that's a supporting member of Massenomics. So you get to know the Massenomics community better by listening. And if you get involved enough, you might even, you could be the next guest. You could be the next Narrow Pablo, for all you know. Possible. Guy can dream.
Anything's possible.
Thanks, supporting members.
Do you want to read an ad? Our guest has arrived. I'll start booting people, and then we'll get everything ready to go here.
Yes. This week's episode, actually newest sponsor of the podcast. This is worth noting. Our actual newest sponsor, this is kind of breaking news of the show here, is EliteFTS. You can check him out at EliteFTS.com. Dave Tate, you might be familiar with with him was kind enough to come on as a sponsor of the show. I've got actually very exciting additional Elite FTS news coming up here shortly. Maybe we'll just save it to the end of the show.
Very exciting.
Very exciting Elite FTS news. We'll save it just for a bit longer, but for now, I would mention their Mother's Day sale that's going on, where you can get 25% off items like bands and wraps and straps and knee sleeves and all of their apparel. Check it all out at EliteFTS.com. Use discount code MASS10. It'll save you 10% off of most of those things, in addition to the already sale prices that they've got. Thank you, Elite FTS. Welcome to the podcast, Big Grant of the Strength Co., of the OK Podcast, of the United States Marine Corps, of Southern California, of South Carolina, multiple Lift Hard, Live Easy Classic veteran as well.
Two-time
Arnold veteran, multiple time.
Three-time.
What are you drinking over there?
Got a LaCroix, cherry lime, sparkling, bubbly. You know, the sad part about this, and I'm really excited to be on the show. We've tried to make this happen for a little bit. Every time, though, I've come on, I think I'm one step closer to a jacket. And I'm always just one step away, and it's a moving target. Sometimes I got to go to Crew Falls. Sometimes I got to go to Home Gym Con. I feel like I've done all the things, and my voice is on the Massenomics podcast again, and I still don't have a jacket, and that's what keeps me up at night.
For anyone that doesn't know, I'm holding it here now. It's the Hall of Fame achievement list. You have to be a supporting member and hit. You have to make it to 15 out of the 16. What do you think you are missing, actually? So I'm
missing Crew Falls.
Okay. Yes.
Contest win
and a contest win.
So you're at, I think you might be at 14.
I'm at 14. No, we've discussed this. Yeah.
Yeah. You are
two. I think I've missed, right?
Yeah. So then, literally, if you came to Crew Falls, like
you'd be in the
one time, you're getting
ceremony. Oh man.
Or if winning a contest is the hardest check mark universally.
So I don't really want to win a contest, because then I feel like people would think it was rigged.
It always is a little rigged.
Yeah, but especially for number 15. So
right.
You know, I can't. Yeah, don't let me win any contest. Nice
well,
t-shirts you guys got there.
Oh, these old things?
Yeah, those old things.
They're from our friends over at Gym Radar.
Yeah, those Gym Radar guys. They do
They
good
seem
work
pretty
over there.
cool. Yeah, I'm a big fan.
We don't know them well. I'm not sure if you've ever crossed paths, but I just love and respect everything they're doing.
Have you looked up the Strength Co on Gym Radar? They actually ranked pretty high. Have you seen this?
It's like they're doing all right. Yeah, might be some insider trading going on.
Well, we got to talk about a lot of things. I mean, Gym Radar, of course, we brought you on mostly so we could all talk about Gym Radar together.
Mostly.
Actually, let's lead off with Gym Radar.
Why
not? I've told you this personally, and I really think it's true. You have promoted Gym Radar via the Strength Co. and via your customers, and like said, hey, get on there, create your gym, add my plates to your gym, leave a review of my plates. And, you know, a lot of people do own your plates anyways, but I would just say it's working. It's actually valuable to do that. I've said some other companies are doing it too, but I'm like, more should do it. It makes a lot of sense. And it's actually kind of working a little bit, I think too.
Yeah, I don't know why other people wouldn't. And, you know, Tommy's the website SEO guy. He used to be. I feel like he's graduated on the bigger and better things now. He's like a YouTube personality, but he used to
mostly
give business advice. But like, I guess my point is, if I got 1,000 reviews on my website, 1,000 5-star reviews, which is really good. Really good. Really good. Really good. Worked hard for those. But I think the lift's pretty much done there. In terms of if someone lands, like, yep, people like these plates.
Right.
So I guess where I've been at the last, excuse me, I'm coming over a cough. We're at two months of Gym Radar. I think my point is I'm okay to send my customers there instead, because I think my organic reviews speak for themselves. And I think what you guys are building, not you guys, but the guys over at Gym Radar, what they're building,
our buddies.
Yeah, your buddies. Yeah, I get it. Trust me. I just think there's way more people that could find Strength Co that wouldn't find it otherwise because they're chasing down other home gym stuff. And so we're sending mailers out to everybody. We're talking to everybody. I mean, we get, I don't know, 20 customer service calls a day, right? Hey, does the Mars bar fit inside? Whatever the call, and
they always have a Southern accent every time, right?
They a lot of New Yorkers too, a lot of 60-year-old New Yorkers for some reason. But yeah, a lot of Southerners, Texans don't know how to buy things; they just know how to call the phone number. But in any event, I always say like, hey, go to gymradar.com, which is funny to me. I've never been a person to promote something besides my own thing, right. But I feel like when I promote it, I am promoting my own thing in some ways in a better way, because it's like, hey, go look at what this looks like in your home. Go look at what it looks like in your basement, in your garage. Look what it looks like with your Rep 5000 whatever rack. Look what it looks like with your Titan whatever rack. Look what it looks like on the Star Wars leg extension machine. I don't care, well,
it's like you've said too, because we joke about being unbiased and honest, and you're like, I'm the most biased. Like, I am the most biased. Go to the Strength Co and buy these Strength Co plates and only do that. But you can say, don't just take my word for it. Take everyone else's word for it.
That's how you can prove that I'm honest. Still biased, but I'm also honest.
Well, okay. So, for people that don't know, when you go to Gym Radar, there is a weight plate category, and people can see, you can sort by the most owned and see what shows up the most. So
are we at 138 or are we up to 139?
Well, here's actually, while we were talking, it moved up one. It's at 140 right now, which
Let's go.
I thought it was broken for a second, but it did bump up one. So there is 513 weight plates that are tracked on Gym Radar, and the Strength Co is the #1 most owned with 140 gyms having it. And also, I would say probably the highest rated because, York Vintage Mill, they're rated higher, but that's not very many plates. But
yeah, that's okay.
But we're talking a 4.96 rating here. Like, it's almost a perfect 5-star rate. Yeah, it's as far as we're concerned, that's 5 stars over here.
I really do think that the Strength Co plate is like as close to a 5-star product as they come based on our rating scale and stuff too. Because
very biased.
Yeah, I am biased too also when it comes to that. But I it is what I believe though too. Like that's not a sales pitch. That's kind of what I believe. So it is what I believe.
We make those lever collars, which I'm a big fan of, and a lot of people aren't. Like Basement Brandon has like a really great review on there. He's like, I hate this design. I think this is stupid. I'd much rather have whatever. And that's totally fine, right? And so there's different products where it's like, yeah, we sell this thing. It works for us margin wise. It's, it's USA, whatever it is. But
depends on your needs. You might like it too.
Right. You might like it. You might not. With the plates, I'm biased, but it's, I think they're the best. Don't take my work for it. Go to gymradar.com.
That's right. Okay. So how many is this the 3rd or 4th time that you've been on the podcast? Any idea, Tommy? What do you think?
It's for sure 3. I don't know. It's for sure at least 3. I don't know if it's 4 or not.
I was thinking it was 4.
The first time would have been basically when we didn't even know you. Yeah,
I'll never forget sitting in my backyard. That was a great time because I remember finishing. I wasn't even married. And Diana was at the house and she's like, wow, you look pretty jazzed up. And I was like, I feel like I just talked to like 2 of my best friends. And she's like, but you don't
Turns out you did.
I have a feeling I'm going to be going to South Dakota someday.
Babe, I'm taking you. You're going to be 7 months pregnant. We're going to drive from Deadwood through Eagle Butte to Aberdeen. It's going to be great. Trust me.
What's that look on your face? I'm taking you to South Dakota. That's what that look is.
So I remember the first one. I know there was a second. I don't. 3rd or 4th.
Yeah. 3rd.
It's been a while though.
It has been a while. So you were up to some stuff. Were you
busy?
So for anyone that doesn't know, you are Marine Corps officer, major type.
Can't seem to shake it.
Yeah, you were gone for a year, right?
Yeah.
And still running the Strength Co for a year.
Allegedly.
Where were you? How was it? And how did you continue to run your business?
Oh man, do you want me to talk at you for 60 minutes or like open it up to some dialogue? In short, I activated January 2nd of 2025. So we had our daughter in October of 24, knew the activation was coming, so we moved back to California. I did a 3-month, what's called a workup for deployment from January to mid-April. So I was in 29 Palms, California. I never even told my wife that I wasn't going to be living with her. I just said, we're going back to California. And at some point they changed. I was supposed to do the workup in Camp Pendleton, which is like, how do I bring this down for some small town guys? It's like Aberdeen to Waterton, you know?
Yeah. Okay.
Like, yeah,
I could get back and forth.
I could be home a couple nights a week. And then they're like, hey, just kidding. It's Aberdeen to Sioux Falls. And you're like, well, that kind of changes things. So in any event, January to April, 29 Palms, training the unit. April 17th, I left for Okinawa, Japan. Was in Okinawa, then doing a workup there to go out on a float. Went out to sea from May to August. So South China Sea, floating around. You can ask me a question about it later. I'll give you the general timeline right now. So May to August on ship, which means like no connectivity, like zero, zilch, Broggi at usmc.mil, maybe. And then like the secret communications, which no one can talk to me on, but no comms until August. Got back to Okinawa, Japan in August, and then you're kind of like at the ready. Like, hey, you kind of did the shiny object, which is go float around and be around all the enemies. You're not done, but you're kind of done. And so you're just in Okinawa, Japan. So that was August to November. And I got home the day before Thanksgiving. And then I officially like finished everything 2 days before Christmas. So it was January 2nd to December 23rd. Quite the ride. I was away from my family. I did not see my family. It was 7 months to the day, actually.
It's a long time, man.
Wouldn't do it again. Wouldn't do it again. Tell you that much.
That is a journey. So how did you run the company?
Yeah.
You had pieces in place, obviously.
Into the ground. That's how I ran it. I just straight down as fast as possible. No, so I found out February 24 that it was coming. It was also the same. I literally found out I was deploying or I was getting activated out of the reserve. Same day I found out that we were pregnant, which was exciting. And so I had, I guess, about 10 months to try and set things up. So I did set a lot of things up. People doing expanded roles, automation in this day and age, and just kind of some things like, hey, I spent a lot of time on this. Maybe it's not important. And I'm just going to like let that go to the winds. But I basically made like thresholds of, in terms of manufacturing, this is the only thing. Like the gym has been running, you're a gym owner. It's been running 9 years. Like, is it better when I'm there? Yeah. Is it much better? No. Like, it just kind of runs like, like that part's pretty easy. The manufacturing was more like, hey, if we need to spend this amount of money, like, you can't spend this amount of money unless like you get a hold of me, no matter what kind of deal. So we said some stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, I think the biggest takeaway was, I did find things that I spent a lot of time on that didn't matter. And then I found things that I also spent a lot of time on that I thought were stupid, like tweeting, making YouTube videos, posting YouTube reels, commenting on Instagram feeds. And I'm like, there's no way this matters, but I just do it because that's what I do. And like, traffic to the site from all socials was like way down. And we never stopped posting, as you guys saw. Go ahead.
So you're saying marketing matters. Is that what you're trying to say?
I'm not saying marketing matters. I get the joke, Tommy, but I think that's like a broad brushstroke. I think it's like, no, commenting on a post and being like, "Oh, they'll let anyone in here."
Actually mattered
Right?
a little
like
bit.
like the little stupid things that you do.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, as a
which is-
business, that's part of your brand, though. Like that is the thing, you know. Like,
it's
there's
huge.
a lot of huge companies that they don't do that stuff, you know. Like that's not
Yeah.
their brand. So
It's huge. And I think Connor, we saw the least drop off on Instagram in terms of traffic to the site, right? That's what I look at is just traffic to the site, because you never know, excuse me, when someone's going to buy. You know, they're going to buy from like the product popping up on a video. None of that matters. I just look at like traffic to the site over time. That ends up giving you your sales. And so Instagram, I think, held the best. YouTube, we did at least one video a week, mostly 2 a week, but it was down maybe 20-30% in site leads. And then Twitter or X was way down. And that's where, I mean, we did stuff. Like if we posted something on YouTube or Instagram, it posted on X, but the personal touch of, you know, all that stuff was down. But in general, most of the things were set up. You know, our warehouse in Wisconsin's been running, you know, pretty on its own for 5 years now. Over here in California, the warehouse runs well. I mean, all the infrastructure was kind of there, but yeah, it was marketing. It was marketing where we saw the hit. And yeah, I mean, I also kind of was like, I'm Marine Corps major and I'm deploying with 140 guys. I'm going to feel guilty if I'm taking selfies with Stranco plates in Australia, right? Like I owe it to these people to be a leader. And so obviously I had an income that offset, you know, maybe losses and stuff, but I felt it would be a bad look and a disservice to the Marines if my focus was elsewhere.
Makes sense. When we did a gym tour with you, like right before you left, almost, I think, wasn't it? Like right before?
Yeah, like 10 days before.
Yeah. And then what I was thinking, it was right around when you left, I got into collecting vintage weights. So I like over the year you were gone, I got like a bunch of these vintage weights that I got into, created this little vintage weight wall, got in this extremely niche vintage weight community, you know, that like the whole thing we all do is a little bit niche to begin with. And then I'm in this real, like where there's literally just like hundreds of people total, you know, like worldwide. Maybe small thousands. Or
sure,
whatever.
they have a lot of manufacturing ideas for me.
Well, no, what I've noticed a few times, I've seen this question come up in the community before is like, oh, what do we think the vintage weights of the future are? Like in 50 years from now, what's getting made new now that's going to be vintage then? And in my mind, because what I've noticed makes
Tommy Tanner's in a small space up there. He's in a small space at the internet.
Yes.
I continue.
Yes. What the ones that are cool now, like the ones that are old now that are cool that people like are things that have a good story with them. Like Andy Jackson plates. People love it. Andy Jackson was making those plates in his basement. You know, he did all this and that. You know, it's really cool stories. But I'm like, you know what's a really cool Americana made plates story is this was a Marine Corps major that was literally deployed for a year on a ship and still making plates in the United States.
There you go.
So how is that not the vintage plate to the future? And then it's a cool plate to begin with. It has like the iconic 4-spoke design and some of that stuff. And mostly nobody cares about this, but my opinion has always been that's the vintage plate of the future.
Tanner's just trying to pump the market so that all these Stranco plates he's sitting on in 20 years have like 10x in price.
Right. So don't you need me to like stop making them? So really you need me to die in combat so the plates stop being created.
Imagine the story.
Imagine the story. It's a great story.
Yeah, they do all have that element of none of them are made anymore. So
I guess
I have no point there other than that's just a thought I've had about the Stranco plates before.
Yeah, no, I think we're the vintage plate of the future too. Peek behind behind the curtain. I did a video thing with Coop about a week ago. I don't know when it comes out. Big media, not big media. Are you on our side? Are you on the other side? It's hard to say. I'm on the phone with him and I can't tell. Feel like there's corporations behind him and then him on the other side. No, I'm kidding. But he was like, "Hey, I'm doing a video on plates because he's redoing his home gym and he's doing all his barbell stuff with Strength plates." And he's like, "I want to tell your story. Like your story's the interesting part." And I'm like, "Well, yeah, I feel like I've told the story like 1,000 times." He's like, "No. Like this is what's interesting about the plates." And so, yeah, we talked a little bit about that. But yeah, I like to think that we're the plates of the past, present, and future.
Now you're talking. They've always been our go-to plates for sure.
Yeah. What would you think about a flag on the plates?
Like
a flag draped over the plates, or a flag
like
decorated onto it?
You mean as a part of the casting?
Below the 45, maybe on each side, like a subdued flag.
I see that being well received. I would guess. I might even add to the being the future vintage weights, the vintage weights of the future.
Do you think that's a forever thing, or that's like maybe 250
like a special run?
There's 250 pairs, and the backs are also milled, and there's flags underneath the 45s.
Yeah,
like an ultra premium version here.
Deal.
That's a pretty cool idea, actually.
I feel like the nerds would get excited.
Yes. And you said the backs would, like, were you throwing around the idea of the backs being milled?
Well, I don't know what the people of Gym Radar would like, but that's what I've always been told. And so I thought, well, it's 250 years of America. I defended it last year. What if we just mill the back, throw a flag on the front? We do 250 pairs of 45s. Come and get them while they're hot.
Well, I'm going to be in line to get.
That just sounds like an appreciating asset right there.
Yeah, it sounds like a Bitcoin, right? There's only a few available.
Yes. So when you were deployed, you'd started the OK podcast long before that, probably a year or two before your buddy left.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Like 10 months. Yeah. A year. We started in January of 24. Yeah.
Okay. So you'd been going a year before you had to put pause on it for a little bit. And then you have you podcasted through as much of that time as you could possibly even, right?
Yeah. When I wasn't at sea, I podcasted and some like bad episodes and I mean bad, like I didn't have time, I was exhausted, or like microphone barely set up. But yeah, no, if I was on land and not like if I was in a training, not in a real world mission status, we podcasted. And I was like, what else am I gonna do with my time? Like everyone gets off, they're like, I want to go to the bar in Japan. I'm like, I want to talk to Trey and Jeff. So I made it a point, and we put out, I guess what I would say when I say bad, the episodes are the episodes, but part of the thought of the podcast in general was to feed the YouTube channel, and it's never really turned into that because it just ends up with me like BSing with my friends when I'm here, and then I have to like go and make additional YouTube videos. But while I was deployed, I had no other time to make a YouTube video, and so I would tell those guys like, we gotta talk about lifting. And so that worked out. It kept the channel not be stagnant, whatever it is we were talking about. But yeah, I think I'd have to do the math. I should actually, but we probably missed in a year, 25 episodes from me being at sea, about 25 weeks, something like that.
And now you're over 100 episodes. So it's like, it's a pretty real thing at this point, there's no,
it's a curse.
Yeah, there's no getting away from it now. It's a thing you do every week.
It's a curse.
Yeah.
But
so what's
fun?
What's the best part of doing the OK podcast, and what's the worst part?
I'd say the best part is I actually really do enjoy it. Right now, it's really convenient for me. My daughter goes to bed around 8, and we record at 8 p.m. South California time. So it's pretty late for Trey and Jeff. I have zero sympathy for them because when I was in Japan, it was like really stupid times. And when I was in South Carolina, it was super late. But I would say I enjoy it. Like I actually like walk out to the garage, I like turn everything on, and I'm like, oh, and I don't really care if it like makes money or does well. Like it's just like actually fun. I'd say that's like the best part. I don't know that there's a worse part. Like my expectations are so low. It's just like talk to Trey and Jeff and about food and how I've never seen a movie, you know.
And just so people are clear here, you're talking about Trey and Jeff. Are these the owners of Trace Amigos Gym and Jeff B's gym in Utah? Is that
Yeah, well, JimRadar.com.
I just know him from Jim Radar. That's the only time I've heard of these guys.
As one does. I wish you could comment on their gyms, or maybe drop in. Those would be cool features.
Hey, never say never.
Never say never.
I've got a little game I just made up. Literally, I just thought of it as we were talking.
Oh, I love that.
And I want you to pick the South. You can either pick South Carolina, South California, or South Dakota. I'll give you the topic, and you pick the South that you're going to assign to this as the best.
Okay, don't give me any more rules. let me just roll with it from there. I like this.
Pick the South.
Okay.
Mexican food.
South California.
Okay. Pick the South. Weather.
South Dakota.
Pick the South. Sports.
South Carolina. Which is tough because Southern California has more pro teams. Yeah, we'll just leave it. There's no qualifications needed. Yeah, South Carolina.
You passed the game for making that on the spot. I think
I
that
was
was
3
a
for
great
3.
game. Yeah, 3 for 3.
Game.
Yeah,
great
yeah.
game.
Giving South Dakota the weather nod might not be fair in comparison to Southern California.
It's a bold move.
Yeah.
Well, the extremes.
Well, no, we definitely have the most extreme, actually.
South
Yes, that's fair.
California weather it's 75. I tell this to my father, you know, my dad's gonna turn 70 this year. I'm gonna go to South Carolina for his birthday in July. Super big pain before I move, but I love him, so I'm going. And I tell him like every time, he's just a boomer, you know. Hey, how's the weather? I'm like, Dad,
It's always
it's
the same.
70 and sunny. He's like, yeah, but I saw on Fox News that you guys like aren't getting enough rain. I'm like, you told me that 5 years ago. It's 70 and it's sunny. How's your grass? Dad, I got turf. Okay. I live in South California. I don't have grass. Yeah, it's steady over here. South Dakota, you gotta like bring your barbells inside. You go through Eagle Butte in the summer. There's like a vodka shortage. I mean, there's a lot going on in that state.
That is very true. It's like they always say, if you don't like the weather, wait 5 minutes.
Hey,
This is going to change.
never not said that.
Tell us about being a dad and lifting as a dad, because you also, you know, I mean, since the last time we talked, I bet the last time you were on the podcast, you weren't a dad.
No, definitely was not dad. So lifting deployed as a dad, the lifting's the same. You just lift. Okay.
Yeah.
So if you're worried about your PRs and you got a new kid at home, just deploy. Okay? Just go serve your country. You'll have plenty of opportunities to lift. No, yeah, it's been interesting. Diana says to me, it's almost the thing that we're like close to fighting about. She says, you would not lift this consistently if this wasn't a part of your like work.
Right.
I'm like, I don't think you know the kind of psycho that I am. I would 100% lift this consistently. But no, yeah, it's definitely changed. Tommy, you had an interesting thing. I don't know what podcast it was on. I'm really good at first 35 minutes of the Massenomics podcast every Monday morning. And then I'm a coin flip if I make it past that. But I'm really good at like starting Monday with that. But you said something about, hey, I may be Monday, I may be Tuesday, I may be Monday, Thursday, Saturday. So I'm the opposite. Like I must be Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
Like because of your schedule or just because that's what you like?
Not because of what I like, but because if I start moving variables, everything shifts. So I just like, I mean, I'm not saying I never change it. I do, but like, you're like, hey, I got to get 3 in 7 days. And I'm like, nope, babe. Oh, you got baby sick. Doesn't matter. Monday, 8:30, I'm going to the gym. That's how this works. Like this is like a variable, and that doesn't work for everyone. And I'm not saying that it should, but that's kind of how my brain works. And so, yeah, I would say the biggest difference of if I were to zoom out, non-deployed time, being a dad, I don't really give myself more than 60 minutes. I'm about, I'm 5 minutes to get to the gym, 5 minutes back. Like it's the whole process. If I leave the house to go to the gym, I'm back at the 90-minute mark, which takes away from some of the training. I care a lot less. I care a lot, but I just, I squat between 360 and 400. I deadlift between 400 and 500. And it's like, how am I feeling today? I haven't really run a program in a while. I got super pumped to run a program 2 weeks ago. And I like made a vlog. It's like, gonna run a program. I've been for 2 years, basically just like limping strength along. And I've been deathly ill for 2 weeks. Like literally the next day I got a viral sinus infection or upper respiratory viral infection. Lasted 10 days. I tried to lift twice on it. Both times I lifted, I projectile vomited like as I finished the lifts. So then I was like, okay, I'm not going to lift. The cough stayed. My wife's like, you have to go back to the doctor. They're like, you literally just went from a viral infection to a bacterial one. Here's a bunch of antibiotics. So I'm on like day 3 of that. It's actually been super. Tanner and I have talked about this not on podcasts before. Like, I don't know anything more depressing than when I can't get to the gym. And not because I do anything special in there, but like when I can't go, I'm like, oh, this is the worst.
Yeah, you're just withering away, turning it into this dainty little flower over here.
That's it. Won't be able to make plate. Yeah.
What about gym wise? There's a little challenge going on in the OK podcast, the Strength Co right now. Tell us about the 50 cal challenge.
Have you done it, Tommy?
I don't have one of those, but I want to. I don't have one. None of my buddies have one either. That have gyms.
Oh, come on.
Paul, neither Paul or Bryce have one.
No, they I mean, there's one in town somewhere, but
right.
No one that I know with a home gym here has one.
Well, can't afford not to buy an assault bike now. When you put pen to paper, that would actually get you 5 more points in the leaderboard. Tommy, you and I are falling apart. About once a week, I go to the Gym Radar leaderboard, and I'm like, I'm 76.
I haven't looked at that.
79. I'm 82. No. I looked today. I think I'm 84 and you're like 81.
Yeah, you're 84.
And I'm like, well, Tommy's buddy
Tommy's down to 82
it.
now.
82.
Yeah, it's like Tommy's buddy created it and he's not chasing the numbers hard. So I must be okay.
It's because I'm doing all my work in the back end that doesn't get numbers to it. It's like, I spent 2 hours on Gym Radar today. Points didn't go up any at all, but that's, that's our burden over here.
Some of those guys, man, the 5,000 point guys, come on. Some of those reviews. Anyway, I digress. What was the question?
50 cal challenge.
Yeah, 50 cal challenge. It's picking up. We're trying to get to 100 people to do it. When 100 people do it, we got some cool stickers we're going to send out. You're going to get a special promo to the site to go and buy something, or you'll also have the option to not buy anything and just have a sticker mailed to you. So go to the 50 cal challenge. But it's going to be a pretty good sale actually. And I think people now, now it's kind of set. There's like a top 10 sub, 70 seconds. Then there's like this middle. And I know there's people out there that are trying and getting 5 and 6 minutes. And they're like, oh, I don't want to post that. I'm telling you, you want to be in the first 100. The first 100 are going to get a great coupon code and a cool promo. But yeah, we're doing the 50 cal challenge. My wife is totally over it. The Marines, there's a lot of Marines on there. So I think there's some Massenomics crew on there, which I appreciate. Yep. There's a couple gym people on there. A lot of Marines are on there. And they all call me after. They FaceTime me. Hey, I just did it. And my wife's like, you're going to kill all of them. And I'm like, nah, they'll be fine. But yeah, no, it's well, you've done it 3 times now, right?
I've done it 3 times.
It's kind of like a life-altering event, in my opinion.
It sort of is. It's also like a lot of this stuff we do, like there's a certain, what's it called? I mean, is it a masochist or what's the term? Like you kind of enjoy punishing yourself almost just a little bit. Like you almost need like a little bit of that element where you're just like, nah, I like to, you're like, I like to do something hard, I think is one way to say it. But it's also like, nah, like
gonna bring some.
I'm not Jocko over here. I'm actually trying to beat myself up.
Right. And there is some of that. The last one I did was, by far my fastest one. I guess I don't think we ever talked about it, Tommy, because we've been doing like a 50 cal challenge almost update weekly, and I did it quite a bit faster. It was quite a bit harder.
66 seconds.
66 seconds. I don't think I felt any worse than when I did it in like 90 seconds.
Did your teeth hurt?
Yeah. It's not getting
my
worse.
My lips
so.
go numb. My teeth.
So
I feel it in my lungs, like almost, I think still like that. It does a little bit of something in my lungs that sticks around for a long
I've
time.
had an upper respiratory infection. I actually have been super upset because this thing has like picked up steam,
and you want to go do it and better your time.
I've never done it in 66 seconds, but I've done 1:30 before, and my current time's 2:39. And I'm like, I need to go improve this, but I can't actually breathe at like 10 p.m. I can't right now. Yeah.
It is like to say it's life altering is obviously a little bit of a joke, but it is an entire experience. And actually for this 3rd time I did it, I really had to sit there for a second and be like, like, okay, am I doing
really
it today? Like, and it's just,
so you've basically done it once a week for 3 weeks.
Yeah. So I really, but I've got to be selective of when I even, because on some of the first couple times I was doing it before my workout, I'm like, it kind of ruins your workout. Like it's really hard to have a good workout after it. But so I'm like, well, now I'm trying to get my time down as much as possible. So I don't really want to do it after a squat workout.
I think you still do.
Yeah.
But I hear you.
Because I'm like, it actually burns the heck out of your quads too. Like your quads turn into like, your legs turn into pure jello. And I'm like, if I just squatted 5 by 5 before that, and I'm trying to get the best time possible, it's not helping me, So
I have a science question for you. You guys are big science guys. You've been with Dr. Mike. You're, who's the new sponsor? EliteFTS.
Yeah, we're big felt load, strength curve guys. Yeah.
I have a theory that if you brought your heart rate up first, so every time I've done the 50 cal challenge, I've lifted before. So my heart rate's probably, my resting heart rate's, I don't know, 58, 60, whatever, who cares?
Yeah.
At post lifting, I'm probably 80, right? I think what makes the 50 cal challenge brutal is you go from 80 to 180 in 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And I have a theory that if you got on the bike, Tommy, because you still have to do your inaugural ride, and you brought your heart rate up.
Wait, so you're saying I should warm up before I do this? Is that what you're getting at here? I shouldn't just.
Whoa! I'm a starting strength coach. We don't believe in warm-ups, okay?
Wait, are you trying to tell me when they run the 100-meter dash, they don't just roll into the blocks and go? Is that what you're trying to say right now?
We're not on the 50 cal challenge. But Tanner, Have you brought your heart rate up, or have you just gone?
So
balls
before
to
I
the
did the
wall?
66 seconds, because I heard you talk about that, and I'm like, yeah, some of these times I went straight ass cold into it, you know?
Straight
Like, I
ass
mean,
cold. My favorite way to
that
tackle a
sounds so
problem.
insane.
Straight
Yeah.
ass
That's
cold.
like it's like actually the closest compare will be like you're gonna run, I don't know, like a 400 to 800 meter
a
dash. and you're
400
like,
is the,
you're
yeah.
like, yep. I'm just
Yep.
gonna go walk up there and do it. And you'd be like, well, that's the dumbest way to do that.
Cold stick.
Yeah. So this last time what I did was a 10-minute ride, just like, and in my 10-minute ride, I did a couple where I'm like, just like, okay, now 2 seconds of it, just like literally like a 2-second really hard burst. So throughout the 10-minute ride, I maybe did like 10 of those every minute. I wasn't really timing it, but I was just like, I was trying not to get tired, but also like warm up and just get used to the, here we go. Actually, strategically, here's what I've more resulted.
Here we go, Tommy.
My
Here's the
actual
real
Sheet.
truth.
Better take
this
notes.
will I think fly in the face of what a common strategy would probably be on this. What I've decided the best for me when I did the 66 seconds, for example, I wouldn't even say a sprint. I was like trying to rip the bike in two for as much as I could, as fast as I could. So I finished the first 25 calories in under 20 seconds.
And then
The last 25 calories, I quit on myself too much. Like, it was absolutely brutal.
that's how you always feel. It's like you didn't give enough.
Right. It was absolutely brutal. And it took me, so it took me almost 45 seconds to do
So
the second
That
25.
that makes you ask the question though, like, are you redlining too soon? Like, if you figured out how to get to like
We gotta
95%.
get Tommy on a bike.
No, I
We
know.
gotta
No,
get Tommy on
I
a
don't
bike.
think, yeah.
For a while, I would just do intervals on the. It's not like I've never done Echo Bike. Like at Massenomics,
Sure.
there was a
Yeah.
stretch where I would do intervals, and yeah, they messed me up bad. So I know what I'm in for. But I'm just saying, like, if you're really gamifying this, like, is there a way to take just?
That's what I'm
time?
saying. I don't think so, because if I pace myself, I end up at a minute 30 and it still hurts just as bad.
Okay.
Where I really think, like, I have to go into it thinking this is the 100-meter dash.
Yep.
And it's really a 400. So you get through the first 100 and then you're like, wait, I still have 300 to go. And then it's just
Limp it home.
What do you actually have deep
Tanner,
inside
you're
of you at
10
that point?
seconds off.
Right. So I
You
see
can't
someone.
give up now.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I think that 10
Like,
seconds,
you're-
that 10 seconds was just me being a weenie,
A bitch. Yeah.
Yes, a bitch.
Just
Yes,
for a
bitch.
second. Just for a
Yes.
second. You
That's
just-
what it
you
was,
just-
where I'm like,
yeah.
because instead of 45 seconds for that second half, I just need to make it in 35. And the difference there was just me wussing out of the whole thing.
I didn't think anyone was going to beat Brandon Doyle. I do want to say to Olatayo Fabalohuhe from Los Capianos, Austin, you got to send me the video, bro.
Yeah, I would like to see that too, because
I'd like to see
it's
the
just
video.
1 second faster than Brandon's.
That's a little sketchy.
Yeah, 1 second.
Yeah.
And Brandon crushed it. I'm pretty sure that was the first and only time he's done it. Like, maybe he's done it before, but
dude.
that's impressive.
Have I met him? Has he been a Lift Hard, Live Easy?
He's coming this year. I don't think he owns some strength co plates and some strength
No,
co
I know
stuff.
that. Yeah, but
I
he
don't-
hasn't been
I don't-
before.
No, I don't think you've met him before.
Okay. Seems like a
Yeah.
good dude.
He's a good dude.
Definitely a
And-
firehouse guy.
Yeah, he's a firehouse guy. He's also a heck of a 50 cal challenge guy.
Hell yeah.
I was also
Can't
I was
wait
also-
for Tommy's first inaugural run.
hanging my hat like, oh, yeah, but I'm a little older than everyone that's ahead of me on the list. And then till someone comes in and beats me that's a year older, and I'm like, dang it, I don't have that
Yeah.
anymore either. Beat me by a few seconds. But committing to doing the whole thing, even though it takes 1 minute in this case, it's a commitment
it's a
because
commitment.
it's an hour long, or it's 10 minutes of hell once it's done, and then another hour of not feeling all that good. Like, it's 10
pretty terrible.
it's 10 minutes of feeling really bad. Like, it's
Really
10 minutes
bad.
where you're just gonna sit down or probably lay down. Like, it's, how like you're on a dirty floor somewhere, you'd be like, oh, that's dirty, I'm not gonna sit on that, until you're so ungodly tired that you're like, I would lay on a pile of pure filth, and I could not
how you
care
feel.
less. Yeah.
That's how you feel.
Yeah. 50 cal challenge. I like
Yeah, go
challenges
check
like
it
that,
out. Yeah.
I'm an advocate of it. I like seeing people on the list, and Brandon was talking about having people do it in his firehouse,
I
and
love that.
getting people puking, and it's very easy though to be like, yeah, I'm gonna do like a 2-minute time, and then all of a sudden you're like, yeah, I'm at like 4 minutes now because this was so brutal.
Yeah, I can't wait for Tommy. It's gonna be great.
One other strategic bit, and we've talked about this, but as long as you're here, to be fair, being bigger and heavier, I think helps. You still have
Big
to
time.
have lungs, or you have to be able to make it through a minute, 2 minute, 3 minute, whatever it is. But being being strong helps, honestly, too. So
being strong helps, being big helps. I think we have 30 on our gym board right now. And I tell them, like, go to the link and click it. And they're like, I'm 55. I don't give a shit. Like, I'm not going to the link. But if you look at the leaderboard, normal people are in the 2 to 6 minute range.
right.
And the 2 to 4 is I'm 6 feet. I'm 220 pounds. I can deadlift 400. Yeah, it's definitely biased to stronger, bigger people.
That's what makes it fun, though, too.
Yeah. No, I think so. Yeah. Finally, a competition for us.
A cardio-ish competition for us.
Tommy, you're 6'1", right?
Oh yeah.
230 these days?
Oh no, 220. Just a measly
Lightweight.
220.
I think you gotta go sub 2 your first time, or I'm gonna be disappointed.
Oh
in you.
yeah, I got a Peloton here. I'm used to putting
Bit of an iron horse guy.
I'm dying at my score at 239. It was a terrible time to get sick. I can't even redo it. I totally beat out. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, that's the 50 cal challenge, though. I think it's fun. Go do
It's
it.
a good time.
Who do you think's going to win the Stanley Cup?
The Ducks.
Is that a homer pick, kind of?
I don't like anyone else, and yeah, homer. I mean, I don't like to call this home, but yeah, I'm pulling for the Ducks. Mighty Ducks.
What about the NBA Finals?
Man, Celtics dropped the ball. I think the Knicks.
That'd be an interesting. That could happen.
Yeah. Are the Timberwolves still in?
Oh
yes.
Yeah, they're still
Okay.
Series
Well,
2.
I'm pulling for the Wolves then. I'm pulling
Yep.
for the Wolves. I think the Knicks are a really good team, though.
They are good. Jalen Brunson is
yeah.
not bad at basketball.
I think the Lakers, I'm a huge Luka fan. I hate the
they're-
Lakers, but
they're screwed
they
now.
don't have the recipe. Knicks might. I'm pulling for the Wolves, actually, now that you mention it. Yeah.
Yeah, the Knicks should cakewalk into the Eastern Conference Finals, and
Embiid's out again, so it's
Yeah.
done.
Yeah, so that's also the Wolves are playing right now. Actually,
Yeah, what do we
could
got here?
change my opinion. Could someone, Tommy? What's the score of the Wolves game? So before I say whatever I'm going to say next,
Well, they're down by 24 in the third quarter.
All right.
Whoa!
that's fine.
Whoa.
That's fine. They'll be 1-1.
We got them right where we want them.
and going home. So I still feel decent about their chances. The problem is going to be the Western Conference Finals against the Oklahoma City Thunder, which is an inevitable.
OKC is the team.
OKC is everything that every strength that the Wolves have, everything that I would point to that the T-Wolves, all the reasons I think that they're a really good team and think they have a really good shot. OKC also is that, and in most cases, even just a little bit better.
Yeah, OKC's
Like all their strength, OKC is just like even a little bit stronger, unfortunately. So takes a little luck or an injury bug or something like that. Unfortunately, the injury bug is what Minnesota has gotten up to this
We
point.
should just
which is
get the
unhelpful.
OKC guys on the 50 cal challenge. That'll put them down for about 24 hours, just in time for the T-Wolves to
We need something.
get a
there.
win. Yeah.
And also I think Minnesota, the Wild is on their way out too, if not already.
I think the Wild's out, right?
Yeah.
No, they're in the second round. They're in the second.
Are
No,
they
they're in the
still
second round?
Okay.
Oh, well, they're
They're
down
still-
2-0 in the series.
Yeah,
so.
they're
Yeah,
down
2-0,
2-0.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. we're gonna try to go to Ducks game Sunday. I talked a lot of our OK podcast come out Friday. I talked a lot of smack on how no one cares about the Ducks game. So I said Diana, I was like, second round, Anaheim Ducks, having the playoffs. And so tickets are like 140.
That's not bad.
No.
I mean, that's real
pretty
money,
cheap.
right?
Yeah.
It's like it's
But it's the
$400
playoffs, though.
for a date night. But I'm like, second round playoffs?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
are you kidding me? Like, we're definitely going. So I think we're gonna go Sunday night, see the Ducks in the nose, and yeah. I mean, why not?
It's no game in Boston watching the Bruins, but it'll.
That's a great. Well, you know what Boston's not doing? Playing hockey right now.
Or basketball.
Or basketball, yeah, or baseball, and the season's still on. Are you guys Twins fans?
No, I'm
really
not.
baseball fans. I mean, if I had to pick a team, I'd pick the Twins, but
I like the Red Sox better than the Twins, honestly. I guess I always
I
kind of
love
like the Red
that,
Sox.
yeah.
I got to go to
Can't wait.
Fenway a couple years ago. It was really fun.
Yeah, there you
so,
go. Yeah,
you
you and
know.
Mary will come next year. It'll be great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fenway's pretty sweet. Well,
Pretty
I mean, it's
cool.
actually not like sitting and stuff is,
Terrible.
Yeah, it's
but
not actually good in that way.
tradition
But,
wise.
yeah, it's really cool, but
if
it's
you were
not
to take
nice.
Fenway and put it into vintage plates, it's the vintage plate of the future.
True. It is the current vintage plate. Yes. Yes. Okay. What anything else we didn't talk about as far as the Strengco, as far as equipment, as far as the gym, training, okay podcast? What didn't we talk about that we should have?
Feel pretty happy. I'm sorry I'm going to miss the Lift Hard, Live Easy
Yeah.
4.
4.
Yeah. Virtual sounds cool.
Yeah.
I actually had a couple people from the gym sign up for it today.
oh,
Nice.
hell yeah.
So go check out, or at least they said they were going to. And I don't, there's nothing like money in the bank for an actual transaction.
There's a lot of
but,
California people signed up, so it's very possible. There's
Yeah,
also a lot of
yeah.
people in California, so maybe it's not them.
Yeah, a
I'm
lot
not
of us
sure.
out. A lot of us out here. No, yeah. I think we got some cool stuff. Some cool once in a lifetime opportunity plates coming that you're gonna want to buy. And so they're gonna go fast. There's not gonna be a lot of them. So I'm glad that the Massenomics crew could hear that first.
I've never even heard about this.
That's my fault. I'm sorry. I called you. Your phone said you were out of the office until February 9th.
Oh, don't give away my secrets.
I've been waiting. I've been waiting for February 9th. You never called back.
I'm out of the office until like February 9th, 2027.
Yeah. Oh, 2027. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Now I get it. Yeah. No, yeah. Another kid coming.
Yeah.
The Ty Tommy, right?
Yep. We'll be all tied up.
All tied up.
Knotted up.
We'll see who's the tiebreaker.
Ty goes to the runner.
Still
I think.
scratching for Tanner and just got 3 more to go.
Good luck.
I told Diana, I said, well, 2 girls, like, there's at least one more in there, right? They love to hear that. Yeah.
When
Best
the-
time to ask your wife for another child is while she's pregnant. They love that. Yeah. Oh,
Dad
great
tips.
idea.
Dad
Yeah.
tips.
Dad tips. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. The double kids. So you'll have a 2-year-old and a baby.
Yeah, a 23-month-old. There's gonna be a post where it's 2 under 2 hashtag.
Okay.
I'm millennial. I still use hashtags. I'm gonna make it by about 30 days. There'll be 2 under 2. Have you ever done that, Tanner? I didn't think so.
I don't
Have
think
you ever
so.
done that, Tommy?
Nope.
No.
I didn't think so. So
Nope.
2 under 2, that's my cross to bear. Although Trey had 3 under 1, so I don't know what I'm
Yeah, that's.
going for here.
I give him a little bit of a pass on his lack of lifting updates at times there with
Yeah.
3 under 1.
That
3
actually
under
is
1.
crazy. That's
Sounds like hell. Sounds pretty terrible. I mean, great.
Yeah. Awesome, but also terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, we I've enjoyed following along in the OK podcast, and I guess we'll get to see what the next staff briefing brings.
Oh, I meant to tell you. I'll leave you with this. I assume you're going to leave me soon. I was walking on the street the other day with Isabella, and there was two guys in the street, and I was pushing her in like we have this like red car. It's like
I know. Yeah.
it's like not a stroller, it's a car. Like I'm sure you guys get it, your dad's.
Oh, yeah.
I got stickers on it, Massenomics stickers, Strengco stickers, all the stickers on it. And so you push down the road. The downside of it's very loud because it's plastic. And as I'm pushing down the road, there's just like Chevy Silverado 1500, maybe 2500. It's running, the doors open, and there's two guys leaning up against a truck bed drinking Michelob Ultras, which is like
Nice.
pretty gay. But I appreciate that they're drinking beer like on the sidewalk. And so it's going to be problematic for me though, right? Because I need to go through the sidewalk and the door of the truck is open. And so as I'm getting closer, I'm like, these guys drinking Michelob Ultras, what a bunch of douchebags. They should be drinking like Modelo's or, Schlitz or something better. And I say, hey, you mind? And the guy goes, oh, my bad. And he shuts the door. And as he shuts the door, the back of his shirt says, I grew up drinking from a garden hose. And immediately
we used to be a proper country, didn't you?
and I walk by and I say, we used to be a proper friggin' country. I love your shirt. And he goes, we really used to be, brother. You want a beer? And I'm like, yeah, I'll take one for the road. I grew up drinking from a garden hose. I mean, it's a moment frozen in time.
We really used that did make me think of when you're pushing the car thing with your daughter. You know what the worst thing is when you really like this thing that your kid has, and like you're like, yeah, I like when we get to use this, and then they grow out of that a little bit, and then like don't like that thing anymore. You're like, I love the walks with that thing, and we don't get to use that anymore. Like I didn't have that exact thing, but I'm always in this transition of like, we had this down, we had this thing, and now you don't really like that anymore.
Don't ruin that for me, Tanner. I'm just enjoying my truck walks every morning.
Yeah. Tommy, do you know what I mean like that at all?
Oh, yeah. Like, it phase out of stuff. Or like the first one likes it, so you're like, oh, I can't wait to do this. We're going to second one. This. And then the second one like wants nothing to do with it. You're like, okay, I guess that was that.
That's been the most interesting take that I've gotten from a lot of actually older dads, but it's funny that you say it, Tommy. They're like, yeah, whatever you think works right now, you figured out like bedtime routine. The next one, flip it on its head, completely different.
My first one, he slept perfect from the day he came home from the hospital. I'm like, what are people crying about not being able to sleep? My daughter didn't sleep for the first 3 years of her life, and it was terrible. It was terrible.
Time for another one.
So you just never know. The point is you never, ever know.
It's like roulette.
Yeah.
All right. Well, everyone check out the Strengco. Buy some plates. They're the go-to plates in Massenomics Gym. They always have been. That's what we've always said. And go give the OK Podcast a listen. Subscribe to the Strengco on YouTube. And is that right?
Yeah, Tanner, what do I got to do to get Jim Radar t-shirt?
Oh, we'll
talk to those guys.
We'll talk to our buddies.
Can you talk to your guys over there?
We'll have our buddies talk to your buddies.
I feel like I'm a pretty big supporter.
Yeah, you've maybe earned a Jim Radar t-shirt.
Happy to buy one too.
Well, not sure if you get a sticker yet, but
are you guys wearing the same shirt? Is it a lighting difference?
Yeah, it's just a little lighting on the camera.
It's not different blanks.
No,
same blank.
Because I'm liking Tanner's better. It's looking like beefier and heavier.
They're the same, but you'll like this blank. It's a good blank.
Okay, good.
You're a guy that knows his blanks. You'll like this
big blank guy. Yeah.
You still an XL kind of guy, or?
Yeah. Well, especially these days, the dad with a cough that hasn't worked out in 2 weeks. Definitely an XL.
Hey, one last thing. How's the in the Strengco in the gym? How is the coffee fund sitting? The coffee jar.
10 cents. Dude, it is. I did it on the podcast, and I don't think that most of my gym members are between, I don't know, 50 and 70. I don't think they listen. I think they're aware that I have a YouTube because their son was like, look, this guy on YouTube said you should lift weights, but they don't like watch it. So I went on a bit on the OK podcast about like, could you guys please put some money in the coffee fund? And nothing changed. And still nothing's changed. Yeah, I should send you an update. There's 10 cents in there. It's great coffee. Local cold brew. Yeah.
Isn't it? Don't you have nitro too?
Yeah, it's nitro. Yeah,
It's a real deal.
Yeah, it's yeah. I digress. Yeah, but the coffee fund is low. The coffee is good. Come to the Strength Co. Costa Mesa.
Some of the best coffee I've ever had in the gym.
Hey, that's what you've always said.
That's what I've always said. All right, Grant.
All right,
We'll
guys.
catch you in about 100 episodes when you come on again.
Yeah, season
Oh,
two
season
still.
Season two.
Still two.
We'll just be really hitting our
Tommy?
swing in season 2.
Tommy, you're not talking to me until you've done the 50 cal challenge. I'll just leave it at that.
Yep. I'll track one of them bikes down around here.
All right, see you guys.
See
Thanks.
ya.
See ya.
Thanks, Grant. Oh, man.
Cool beans.
He was quick with it. Normally, I got to give people the boot. He threw me off my game there.
Isn't his first podcast rodeo,
Hey.
is it? He's like,
Knows how
this
to
is when
show
I
up and
leave.
leave. Wow.
What were those Strength Co. Nitro?
Yeah, those were nitro cool beans. Yes.
Yeah, for
Made in
complimentary nitro cool beans at the Strength Co. gym.
Only
Costa
the
Mesa.
finest.
All right. Let's see. We talked about the 50 cal challenge. Would you want to give the 50 cal challenge a try then?
I actually do want to,
Opportunity then?
yes, just to
Yeah.
see. I do get a little
Yeah.
worried because of what the ramifications are of how it will hit me. Because I know, even just, I mean, I wasn't going balls to the wall, but even just when I had that stretch of doing intervals, I mean,
Yeah.
it would mess
It's
me
pretty
up.
hard.
Like I
Yeah.
couldn't stop like my thing is I couldn't stop coughing, and I'd come
Yeah.
home. My wife's like, "Yeah, like you're not supposed to be coughing that much for the like." Because I would be coughing even when I went to bed, so it's like 5 hours had passed, and she's like,
Yeah.
should not still be coughing 5 hours after exercise."
Yeah.
And yeah, like I know it will hit me hard.
Oh, it definitely gives you that deep throat lung burn.
Yep.
That's like, just like a bit of a burn there that you don't experience all that often. But it's something to experience.
Be really
I think,
curious,
right?
someone of Bryce's size, like if he just really ripped on it, like
I'm
where
curious
he
to
could get it to.
Because
Like his 20-second time, if you just said go 20 seconds,
no,
has to
like,
be like world
especially,
class.
and I would even say 10-second time, because
Yep.
what I've noticed is
Well,
like
yeah.
10 to 15 seconds, you can all out. I mean,
Just
it makes
rip on
sense.
it,
It's like
yeah.
if you equate it to a track meet, there's a reason there's a 100-meter dash, and then there's a reason the 200-meter dash is not just double that time. You know, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
but like 10 to 20 seconds, I would say most people that are strong are going to be able to like
Light it up.
rip that shit out of that thing. And then
Yeah.
if you take someone that's Bryce's size and that's Bryce's strength, I've got to believe if he puts everything into it in like 20 seconds, he's going to have a lot of it done.
He has
like,
to.
and that's why
yeah.
that's why I think I'm not a fan of the pacing, really. Like, I think you just have to get as much done as humanly possible, as fast as
Just ride it
possible.
on in.
Yeah, and that probably doesn't work if you're not big and strong, because you're going to get 20 seconds in and you're just not going to be as far along.
Uh-huh.
But someone like him, I'm really like, no, I think if he does that, he might have 15 calories left, after 20 some seconds. It's like, no, then you just gut it out for a little bit and you might get it done, and he might get it done in 45 seconds.
Which is kind of crazy to think about.
Yeah. Yeah. We came out with an entire new YouTube series, kind of, is what's going on.
Oh,
here.
yeah. Yes, we did.
It's on the Gym Radar YouTube channel, which the actual channel name, if you're searching for it, is Gym Radar HQ on YouTube. You can go subscribe to that channel. I think we've got over 100 subscribers already. So
Do we really? Wow, okay.
I think it's like 120 or something
hot
like that.
damn,
Last time I
blowing up.
checked. Yeah, really. Starting a YouTube channel over
that
again here.
Little
is-
play button in the mail any day now. Keep this up.
Yeah. So what is we're doing a series on that channel, and what is it? I don't know. Is saying it's a series, is that the right thing to say, or is that weird to say?
I mean, it'll be like a repeatable. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense to me, but it'll be kind of a repeatable version of content that we're going to do over and over. And it's these interviews. So we're just kind of firing off more rapid fire gym specific questions. You know, Massenomics, we do a lot of home gym stuff, but we also do a lot of other stuff. So we don't want to make anything that's repeatedly on our channel that's like so targeted at home gym things like that. But like, this is a way for us just to have this supplemental piece that's like, nope, this exists. We're not talking about we're just talking about home gym content specifically here. So we have on any given interview 10 to 20 questions that we're asking people. And it's, you know, when did you start your gym? Why did you start it? How big is your gym? Like things like that. Just very targeted questions about their gym. And the Chicago trip was the first trip that we actually shot these. And Andrew Haynes had the privilege of being the first ever video. And it went out there. And I think it's a fun little supplemental piece to what we're already doing.
Yeah. And I don't think we're sticking to a rigid schedule. You know, if we run out of these, we're just not posting them until we have more again. It's not like what we do on the Massenomics channel per se, but we're going to shoot them whenever we have the opportunity and continue to post them when we have the opportunity, I think. As of now, we have several recorded because we did so many on this gym tour trip.
Yeah.
I think it was really fun too.
They're
it's
fun.
Just different.
They're fun. They're a little different for us. I think they look pretty good too. And it's also the point of these is just to make kind of some shorter videos. You know, we shot a bunch and they're anywhere between 2.5 and 7 minutes long. So it's a pretty easy piece of content to digest.
Yep. Do you think we should do a certified training facility of the week?
I think we should. I have to pee so bad. This never happens during the podcast. Do you want to maybe like read an ad and I'll...
Yeah, what one did you...
I did Juggernaut.
It'd be the Strength Co.
So the Strength Co. up next.
Oh.
Here we go.
Well, what easier ad to read than the Strength Co. As we just heard from Big Grant on this episode, who mentioned how these Strength Co. plates are the go-to plates of Massenomics Gym. They have been for several years. We've had plates in there. I don't know, someone can fact check me, for probably about 5 years now. I've got 20 pairs of 45s. And even just today, as I was using them to deadlift again, I'm even thinking in my head, man, how do these stay looking so new for so long? And I don't know why. I don't know the answer. That's what, I guess what we should ask Grant. I think part of it is the black E-coat finish that just stays looking good for so long. In addition to plates, they sell barbells. We've got the Semper Fi American flag bar from the Strength Co. Grant talked about his collars that they sell there. They also have deadlift mats. He sells apparel and all of that. Also, if you click through massenomics.com/affiliates, we've got an affiliate link. If you purchase something from the Strength Co., for that matter, we have several affiliate links there. Or just check them out on Gym Radar. Click through the links there and get to your Strength Co. plates that way. No matter how you get to the Strength Co., get to the Strength Co. and check out their plates.
How's that for timing?
Perfect.
All right.
Now, do you have any gym in mind that we want to look at for a certified training facility of the week?
You know, what's actually annoying to me is last week I had what I thought was a really good gym. And
Can't find it?
I cannot remember what the hell it was called. And I remember specifically thinking, I won't forget the name of this gym because this is a really good gym. And I cannot remember what gym I was looking at now, which is annoying, but that is how she goes once in a while.
The way she goes, boys.
Yeah,
Was it Buck's Barbell?
Let me see. No, but it sure can be. That seems like as good as any right there.
I had to look a long ways around the map to find Buck's Barbell.
Yeah, let's do this one. I like this. This is a good suggestion here.
All right, what do we know about Buck's Barbell, and why is it fun for us to choose Buck's
All right,
Barbell?
Buck's Barbell. This is in a little place called Aberdeen, South Dakota.
Yes, it is.
It is a 375 square foot gym. It was established in 2025, so it's on the newer side. And it is a basement gym, most importantly here. Featured equipment. Let's just see. Okay, before we get to featured equipment. Top equipment brands. GMWD, All right. Bells of Steel and Titan Fitness. Those are ones we don't typically see having all three in the top. So this is
Right.
I like it. We're getting a little different variety here.
Right.
All right. Should we look at some of these photos?
Yes. What do we got?
Photo 1, basement gym. All right. Great. Just got a giant Bucks barbell flag in the background. And a red power rack. What rack is this now, Tanner?
That's the Makolo K3 all-in-one power rack functional trainer. Makolo Fitness.
And it's a red rack. It's like a 3x3 with 1-inch holes, I think.
Yeah.
And they're just, spaced like every 4 inches probably.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, so it's got the functional trainer on there. I see a low row foot plate, a landmine. Yeah, you got the plate loaded. Well, it's a plate loaded functional trainer, so you got that in the back. We got barbells on there. All right. So there's, oh man, okay. I'm just looking through some of these photos. Well, there's a lot more here than I thought, actually. Okay.
Yeah.
So in the first photo, outside of the rack, there's a dumbbell rack. Got a nice little selection of Hex dumbbells there. I can see some chains on the wall. I can see a weight tree. We got a preacher curl bench, but let's hop into photo number 2 where we can see a few more things, because I was not expecting this. That we got a GMWD, what is that? Like a seated overhead press machine?
I think it must be the 3-in-1 bench press shoulder press machine from GMWD.
Yes, there is some adjustments here. You're right. Yep. And then we have
yeah. So it's just in the more shoulder press version there, right there.
Yeah, and then is this a leg press hack squat combo unit here?
Yeah, that's the
is that a Rid Fit?
GMWD 2-in-1 leg press hack squat.
It looks a lot like the one from Willie's.
Yes,
Willie's garage.
Which those would be similar, I'm sure.
What are these calibrated? Are these bells of steel calibrated plates?
Yes, they have. He has colored bells of steel bumper plates. Is that what you're seeing? Or
yeah, they are bumper plates. Yep. Okay, I made the photo bigger. Yep.
Those are bells of steel, though.
All right. Lots of flags and banners on the wall. Artwork. I like that. A little character. We also got some red on the wall, too. And there's an elliptical down here. I don't see a ton of gyms with ellipticals,
Yep. He's got the elliptical.
Photo 3. Oh, okay. Photo 3 we got
Ronnie on TV.
We got the TV with Ronnie on it, which is great. You love to see that. Custom deadlift platform with the Bucks barbell and the
that's cool.
Yeah, the custom artwork to go with that. What is this Makolo? Is that like
that's the linear row.
Okay. What are those plates? Do you see those white? They're white, but then they have an eagle on them.
I'm not sure what those are.
They're 100-pound plates. Oh, I think they've just been painted. It says standard barbell on the one.
Okay.
So, okay. Certified training facility flag. Love to see that. What's the pec deck machine there in the corner?
Yeah. He's got a lot of machines in here, doesn't he? That's the GMWD pec deck rear delt plate loaded machine.
More GMWD. Also, the little hack of kind of reminds me of Efren. We got the barbells hanging from the rafters in here from the floor joists.
Oh, yeah. Well, and so Big Justin is a vintage weights collector also, and is, very, a fan of Efren's collection too. So I would assume he probably picked that up from Efren, actually. Yeah. I would say
that would make sense. I'm looking at the next photo. You can kind of see it's kind of back to where we started. They got the bells of steel flat bench in the rack. What is this leg extension leg curl? Is that the Titan one?
The leg extension leg curl. He's got the bells of steel cable tower. Did you see that in there?
Oh yeah, actually yes. Is just tucked in the corner with everything else here.
It's the GMWD economic leg extension leg curl machine, plate loaded.
More GMWD. Wow. Yeah, I like all the photos of the people lifting on the walls. A bunch of strongman stuff. Arnold, WWE.
Yep.
Powerlifting things. Those are all really cool. What else? I'm just looking at different angles, see if we've missed anything here. I do really like the overall aesthetic. A lot of red and black, red painting on the walls. All the machines are red and black.
Brick walls.
Yeah. He's got
he's got some turf in there.
Yeah, a little turf strip down there too. Is there a seated dip machine?
That's Titan Fitness, I think. That is the Titan Fitness plate loaded seated dip machine is what it says.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he's got that. Also, a lot of, like you're saying, vintage plates. A lot of vintage plates on display, too.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. Damn, that's really cool.
Yeah, that's a pretty sweet. Oh, I see the one you're talking about with the Mikolo pad on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the status. Maybe it's got a replacement pad on it or something even. I can see that. Okay. Yeah, and this is in Aberdeen. This is in this one was funny. We'll probably have a full gym tour of this at some point. We will, so. Absolutely. But also Big Justin works with me too.
Yeah, that's the funniest part of the whole thing.
Yeah.
This guy worked with you. You didn't know it.
Yeah. Well, because I can't remember what the first we picked up on it was, but I'm like, yeah, this is in Aberdeen. And I'm like, what is going on? How does this exist in Aberdeen? And I'm like, oh, this guy works with me. And the funniest part is we were at a work meeting and he came up and it was like the coffee break in between. And he goes, yeah, this meeting's all right, but it'd be a lot better if, why am I drawing a blank on who I'm?
And you told me this too, and I can't remember what you actually said.
Who's the guy? I'm the straightest. I'm as straight as they come.
Oh, Mario Lopez.
But Mario Lopez is Mario Lopez. He goes, this meeting would be a lot better if Mario Lopez was the guest speaker. Am I right? And I'm like, yes, you are. Because I'm as straight as they come. But Mario Lopez, let's be honest, is still Mario Lopez. Bucks Barbell. I've never been there. I might need to just go get a training session in there.
Just swing by, get a day pass.
Yeah. Okay. How about a radar report? Are we going to jump into a radar report?
I'm almost wondering, the radar report I have could almost be a title topic.
Oh, well, we might want to save that then.
Yeah. Those title topics don't just grow on trees. You got to hang on to those things.
Right. We might want to save that for next
Plus,
week.
we're running kind of long already here.
Right. How about I'll do the fastest ever radar report.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
All right, here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I please have your attention?
Radar alert.
Radar report.
Still catches me every time. I forget we have that button.
Radar report. There's over 1,400 registered users that have created accounts, and most of them created gyms on Gym Radar. That is awesome. That's a lot of people. New ones coming in every single day still too.
It's pretty incredible.
Yes. That was it for the...
Ladies and gentlemen, can I please have your attention?
Radar alert.
I'm just for the sake of I like that button, I might do it at the start and the end every time.
Call that bookend in it.
It doesn't make as much sense saying that he has an important announcement and then, saying it's over, but who are we to
you work with what you got?
Confined rules on a game or on a segment like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Sack segment. Well, I better mention it too, since the live listeners are off before we get out of here. I had a special delivery. I didn't want to tip off anyone yet because I haven't revealed the surprise yet, but we have an entire pallet of EliteFTS toilet paper of 3-ply soft and strong EliteFTS toilet tissue. Currently sitting in my garage, taking up most of a garage stall, is a 7-foot tall pallet of toilet paper. And everyone, thanks to our friends over at EliteFTS that competes at the Lift Hard Live Easy or volunteers, helps out with anything, a spotter, loader, judge, move equipment around, compete in strongman, compete in powerlifting, compete in grip. Everyone will be going home with a complimentary roll of EliteFTS toilet paper.
That's basically worth the price of admission right there. Basically just paid for itself signing up for this thing.
If you were unsure if you were going to come to Aberdeen, Western Northeast, South Dakota or not for the Lift Hard Live Easy Classic, you're probably sure of it now. So thank you to EliteFTS. You can buy some for yourself with discount code MASS10 as well. Yeah, so I'll put out by the time this comes out, you maybe even seen, we probably posted something about the TP. Very excited about a truckload of toilet paper. My wife, who didn't know anything about it, was like, what is going on here?
She said, did we win the lottery? This is incredible. This is the best day of my life. A pallet of toilet paper?
I'm just hoping for an enormous lockdown thing now and a bit.
Gold, baby.
Take that, everyone. You all laughed at us. You all laughed at us. And here we are, a pallet of toilet paper. I did tell my wife, see, 10 years ago, you didn't think this was going to amount to anything. Now look at us. We have a pallet of toilet paper.
More than you could ever imagine in your wildest dreams.
I'm going to go crap my pants just to use some of it. All right. Is that enough for this week's episode?
That's probably enough, yeah.
That's a heck of an episode if I don't say so myself.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, we talked about all our stuff enough. Tommy, where do they find you at?
You can find me at Tomahawk_D.
You can follow me at Tanner_Baird. You can follow Jim Radar at Jim Radar HQ. And most importantly, just make sure to follow Massenomics at Massenomics.
See ya.